have a room full of people here that are in loyalty, and there is a ton of other people out there that are into loyalty and that are running loyalty programs. So what would you tell to these guys specifically? How do they stand out in a world where everybody's starting to have loyalty? Let's be honest.
I don't know. I saw this thing on LinkedIn. You know, great content on LinkedIn. But I saw this guy that was at a conference and he was wearing a jacket and he had put every one of his loyalty cards on his jacket. So he had like, he was just covered. His whole jacket was just covered in loyalty cards. I thought that was just a fantastic, bold statement to walk around a conference like that. What a great conversation starter. I want to kind of jealous the idea. But also, I think it's like such a good like emblematic symptom of this. I think there is a little bit of loyalty fatigue, to be honest. I mean, given where we are in the market, but I think that's why it's all the more important to really come out with ways to stand out. I love the demo of the KFC pinball experience because it was so branded, and I think it's really fun, and I think that's a really good way to stand out. But I think trying to come up with those ways of really making your program special and meaningful, the benefits meaningful and rewarding for your customers, and not just going for a one-size-fits-all approach.
Great. Ruby, do you agree?
Yeah, totally. So I think kind of I think probably split into like two areas. So I sometimes call the brain side of loyalty and also the heart side of loyalty. I think the brain side is really around, point of difference. Like Luke mentioned, how do you carve out the unique selling proposition for your program so customer actually choose you over competitors based on the benefits? I think the hard side is really around, how we, thanks. So how the loyalty actually align with the brand look and feel, the experience, and also, gamification, the emotional element as well. I think some brands actually using, for example, charity as an element in their loyalty program. Pet industry are extremely popular, so that's really how you get customer hook in emotionally as well. And I think some brands actually encourage customer to bring the recycling cups for a cup of coffee. I think just all those kind of small tweaks and nudges will be the things that make loyalty stand out. I guess, like Luke mentioned, a lot of loyalty program on essence are pretty similar, let's put it that way. But I think where the program shine is really around the attention to the details, all the bit of a fun engagement.
Yeah, on the donation, the example that always comes to mind is there was this program with Patagonia where they did this Black Friday sale. And instead of giving people discounts, so obviously Black Friday is the most famous sale day, and you get usually 25, 30, 40, 50% off on Black Friday leading up to Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It's a huge important sale day, and everybody knows that. And instead of giving sales, 1 year Patagonia gave every dollar that you spent was going to be $1 in donations to saving wildlife and preserving ecosystems. And that is just such a phenomenal way of like tying back to their brand identity and why customers love that brand and reinforcing the brand equity, reinforcing that relationship with the customer, making customers feel good about having to pay full price.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's just brilliant stroke of genius. I think it's really easy to think, oh, well, that would work for Patagonia, but that wouldn't work for us. Yes, that's true. It probably wouldn't work for every brand. Some people might be like, okay, yeah, but I want the discount. But I think, and that I think is brand specific. But I think like coming up with things that are unique about your brand in the same way that Patagonia discovered that idea, that was unique about their brand, coming up with what's unique about your brand, coming up with like really creative ways of reminding customers about why they love your brand and incorporating that into the loyalty program is like, that's the key to success.
Great, thank you. And
just
go.
throw in one kind of a random example. I'm not sure how relevant this is, but this brand is my favorite. So I've been using Duolingo, the learning app, for a very long time. I wouldn't call Duolingo as a loyalty program, but I think the user experience they provide and the communication is really, for me, the best in class. I like how they design a owl mascot who is super passive aggressive and control everyone's mind.
They took away the owl right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like 900 days streak, but my scariest part is to receive a message from the owl say, hey, where are you today?
Yes, exactly.
So I think, again, around how you make your loyalty program really stand out, think about the brand personality. You don't have to be passive aggressive. I think that's a bit of a risky anyway, but really define the point you can stand out.
Thank you. And I think what we were trying to do next was also mentioning a case study that you guys wanted to bring. So Ruby, can you tell us a little bit more about yours?
Yeah, so I think this is actually really, good segue from how the loyalty program stand out. So this is my recent discovery in Germany, which is a medical insurance company, which is supposed to be the most boring industry in the whole world, right? Because I think, when you think about insurance, there's no one working in insurance, right? No, I don't think so. Okay. Should have asked that question yesterday. But I think when it comes to insurance, it's really around you want to think about insurance one day a year, then leave it behind of your mind. But what the TK, which is a brand name of the brand, they did really well is they actually partner up with a lot of different fitness and also with doctors and dentists, etc. So the proposition of the loyalty program is really encourage the healthy lifestyle. So they also use the bonus points system. But the way they do that is, for example, you can opt into a walking challenge for a week. Then once you achieve the goal, you can earn, let's say, 5,000 points, which then utilize for some fitness equipment or even pay for your medical bill as well. So I think I just found it's such a clever way to make insurance is such a dry topic into a very relevant experience to our daily life as well.